There's a lot of discussion out there about the proper way to teach hitting, but when it comes to the young hitter, there are certain mechanics that are indisputable. In the lower half, the feet should be shoulder width apart, with the weight on the big toes. The knees should be inside the feet, with the knees slightly flexed. The hips should be square to the plate, with the head above the belt and between the feet. The hand should be off the back shoulder, with the bat at a 45-degree angle, with the knob cocked back to the catcher and behind the batter's head. The elbows should be flexed. The head and eyes should be level. The first rule of hitting, you have to see the ball. The chin should start on the front shoulder and it should end on the back shoulder. It's very important to have movement and rhythm. You should not start from a dead stop, but the batter should always be in motion. The grip. The bat should be held firmly in the bottom 3 fingers of each hand. The first finger should be slightly offline. To teach the proper grip, it is often helpful in a young hitter to start by teaching them to point their first fingers up in the air. If the first fingers are pointed straight up, then the bat is aligned properly. A useful tool to teach the proper grip is the bat jack. Place the bat jack on the bat, and there should be a space between the first and the second finger, with the first finger loosely gripping the bat jack. The proper grip is extremely important. We will see later that a proper grip helps the batter get full extension through the ball and also will assist in hitting outside pitches. How can we teach such a difficult skill to a group of very young softball players? How we're going to do that is by giving them drills with a very clear outcome that gets us the mechanics that we want. The first tool we're going to use is the Chuck It, which is a dog toy. It uses standard tennis balls and they're going to swing it like a bat. We give them a target right up the middle so that when they swing, they try to hit that target with the tennis ball. Note the home plate so that they get used to where to stand in relation to home plate. The next tool we're going to use is the Insider Bat. It's lightweight and it is the absolute best tool to teach players to hit inside the ball. In this drill, we're going to place the batter on her knee and we're just going to isolate the hand path with the front arm. The commands are lift, go to contact, push, point, and finish. It's very important for the coach to control the action by giving the voice commands. After doing the drill with all the stops, then we let the batter go all the way through to the point position. With a large group of players, it's very important that the coach controls the action by giving the voice commands so that all of the players are doing the same thing at the same time. Another station is using the Insider Bat with 2 hands while standing and hitting off a tee. As you can see, we have a home plate so that the batter gets used to where to stand in relation to the plate. Since we use wiffle balls or light flights with the Insider Bat, you can hit into a fence without causing any damage. In the wall drill, we want to isolate the lower body and work on a proper loading mechanism. The idea of the drill is for the player to load back and step, keeping her knees between her feet and making sure that when she lands her front foot, her hips are square and her back heel comes up slightly. The verbal command is load back and step, back heel up. We have found a common problem with young players is throwing the bat. Here, the player sets up and there's a net out in front of the tee and we're hitting a wiffle ball off the tee. After the player swings, she will lay the bat inside the hoop and then run to first base. The number 1 rule in hitting is to watch the ball. It's amazing how many hitters, young and old, do not follow this first rule. In this drill, we'll be using some tennis balls with dots on them in different colors. The coach tosses the ball and the player catches it and tells the coach what the color of the dot is. The most difficult part of this game is hitting the moving ball. We encourage all toss drills to be done from the front because that's where the pitch comes from, not from the side. Front toss is an important hitting drill. Here we're using the insider bat and wiffle balls, as well as the swivel vision goggles, which helps the player watch the ball all the way to contact. Since wiffle balls don't travel far, you can have multiple hitting stations going at once. Transitioning to a regular bat with wiffle balls is another great idea. Having multiple stations avoids the problem of having one player bat and everyone else standing around in the field. With proper repetition, even the youngest hitters can achieve great results.